Hello there. This is Stiofan Séamus, and you're watching Intuitive Readings with Stiofan Séamus. As we live our lives, Spirit guides us to and through life situations that can be difficult to understand. It's up to us to decide if we will follow the path that the Creator has set before us, or ignore all the signs and wonders that this universe has to offer. Sometimes we are presented with a life situation where we need further guidance or healing to get through it. As a spiritual advisor and a master Reiki healer, I connect with Source and channel messages and healing specifically for you and your highest good. Having love life issues? Let's talk and see what Spirit would want you to know about the situation right now. Emotional issues? Maybe you're in need of a Reiki session so that we can channel universal life energy to help you realign. Or maybe you're debating a career move. Given the current circumstances, there may be some uncertainty right now. Through our Spirit's mutual understanding, we can seek out those answers. As a guide of the light, I challenge you to live your life in a way that is for the betterment of humanity. Message me on Facebook Messenger now to get in line for your reading today. In light and love, Stiofan Seamus, Guide of the Light. Well, another day has come and gone, and I have a microphone stand that's in the shot. I am Stiofan Seamus, and I hope that today and past days have treated you well. There is just a lot to ingest and take on right now. And so I'm here to help. In these days of uncertain times, I should have cleaned my space up a little bit. Anyways, in these days of uncertain times, it is rather difficult at times to know what to do, say, or express. I think that's why the light workers are called in this time, in such a time as this. There is, in my unprofessional, amateur opinion, though some of you all will probably argue with that statement, this is going to be a time for light workers. So with that, with everything that's going on, let's take a moment and some time to come in, center, and reflect. And breathe. Looking to see if there is anything at all that we can pull from this situation. So, we are going to do an Archangel card, and then we are going to move forward from there and do a couple other things. I may talk about a couple just random things today, but I don't know. We'll see what direction the divine leads us in. If somebody happens to come on and wants a reading, then we will most certainly do that. If you are watching for the first time and you're watching the replay, like for you to hit that like, share, subscribe button, the little dinger thing, bell. Yeah, there we go. Notification bell. And that'll let you know whenever I'm live again, which hopefully I'll be able to get a more consistent thing going on here, because let me tell you, it's just been really, I'll be honest, lately I've been just a hair bit stressed with with it, and so, but I think I got everything worked out, and if so, then we are going to be fine, because you know what, we're going to be fine anyways, right? We'll get through this. We'll get through this together. Oh, where have I heard that from? My governor said that today. So let's get into a contemplative mind and focus in on spirit and truth, and really try to help our inner self here, bringing that forward for us in understanding and love and compassion. Blessed Spirit, come now as we enter into this time of contemplation and guidance, not only for ourselves, but for all those who may hear this word. Amen. Okay. There, that's a little bit better. But that's not quite the one that I want right yet. There we go. So how are you doing today? Are we feeling a little cooped up? Starting to get a little bit of cabin fever? Yeah, same here. I tell you, sometimes there are just days that I have to take a step away from stuff and just really rely on my higher self to lead, okay? And so I'm just like the rest of you all out there, so don't think that I'm special and exempt from the stress, because I ain't. But we do come to this time of prayer and Thanksgiving. It is a time of prayer and Thanksgiving, because there are things that we should take the time here to be thankful for. So, and we'll be thankful for this Archangel message. So I'm going to do a little something different today. I'm going to lay out a few cards, and I'm going to do an intuition feel. I'm going to kind of demonstrate that for you as well today. So those of you that don't really know maybe what intuition is, or you're wanting to learn, and so, but you're needing guidance, or you know that you're an intuitive person and can just feel it, but you don't know how to feel it. This is going to be for you and everybody else out there, along with the message, which is going to be for everybody else out there. So, anyways, let's get this started. I'm going to cut the deck, but I'm just going to draw. Let's see, I want the top card. And let's see, right there. And that one. That's a lot of cards. It looks like a lot of cards, but trust me, it's going to end up just being one, maybe two. So, what I'm doing now, move the mic more in front of me so that you can hear me a little bit better. What I'm doing now is I'm just welcoming in positive energy. And we're going to kind of get a feel for the cards with them face down, and with your non-dominant hand. Why your non-dominant hand? Well, that's because if you use your dominant hand, it is used to feeling things. So the non-dominant hand is more sensitive. So the non-dominant hand, we're just going to kind of over the cards like this. And I like to do it with my eyes closed, just because I feel like that I get a better sense of the depth So just as I come across here, I'm going to make one more pass. Kept on gravitating to that card. So that's going to be the one. And just as well, too. So, I should have changed the camera over so that you all could have seen that a little bit closer, but I didn't. So there it is. You can almost make out what it says. Wow. The card is Spiritual Understanding. This is a message from Archangel Raziel. Raziel says, I'm bringing you eccentric, I don't know, I'm not good with words, information and symbols, and helping you understand spiritual truths. So, light workers, you all, and you know who you are. This is your card. Light workers. This is a call to action. Spiritual understanding. Now, watch, learn, listen, look for the signs. And I don't know that you're going to really have to look either. I believe that those signs, those wonders, those whatever are going to really jump out at you. Oh my gosh, this is a God thing. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? I know of someone who is not quite a believer, and these little things happen around them. and their mind is blown. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, hey. Mine actually is too. And that's just because I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, man. How much more clear could this be? And, you know, the signs around you, the things that happen around you, just really point you in a direction. And again, like I say in the opening, you know, sometimes we are presented with a life situation where we need further guidance. It's up to us to decide if we will follow the path that the Creator has set before us, or ignore all the signs and wonders that this universe has to offer. I mean, what do you want? So, anyways, light workers, right now, you're being called upon. I was listening to somebody last week that they're into the they read the astrology. That's getting more beyond what comprehension stuff. The tarot cards and the archangel cards is plenty enough for me. I will learn a little bit here and there as I go about other things, but I feel like that my capacity is more better used sitting here and talking and comforting you and going off of my gut as to what is the issue here. And that's just me. So this spiritual understanding, you know, a lot of the time this stuff is going to happen in the midst of our meditation. And I know of a lot of people that are returning to meditation or starting meditation right now. There's going to be a lot of realizations come up over the next year or so. And that's not only me saying that, that's a half dozen or more people that I follow and listen to saying that this stuff is going to happen. And I mean, that's just whenever I can hear somebody say right now, well, yeah, that's an echo chamber. No, whenever you feel this and you say, well, I've been getting this feeling that there's going to be this, that, and the other, and then somebody else says, I've gotten that exact same calling, or I've gotten that exact same card on these exact same days. Something's up there. Be on the lookout. Spiritual understanding is needed right now. And it don't matter what path you're on. I affirm all. I might have been raised a backwoods Christian boy, and I might be a mainline in the mainline Christian church now, but I guarantee you, I don't hold real close to it. Because what I do is I search my heart and I go what's in good conscience for myself. And what's in good conscience for me is knowing that there is a higher answer. Amen. So, updates from Stiofan Seamus. I am really not knowing what direction any of this is taking right now. We are going to try to move forward with some stuff. I think the attention of the coronavirus, COVID-19, really is I don't know how to put it. It's not really controlling my thoughts, but it is in a way. And I believe it's doing that for everybody right now. I believe that this thing is really kind of getting to some of us light workers, because we want to help so much, but yet there's not much in a way that we can do to really help, because we can offer our services to an extent, but there's this whole thing in the metaphysical world where there's give and take, and to sit here and say that I'm going to do every little thing for nothing, I can't necessarily do that. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm going to charge $100, because that ain't right either. But anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that. Let's just keep everybody in positive minds. You all are going to have to stop that. Y'all causing me to yawn like this and stuff. I am really trying to get the whole chat on the screen thing to work. So if you see me come on over the next day or so, and I'm not doing anything, I'm probably trying to get the chat to work. So oh well, things will work out one way or another. I got to stop that. Um, let's see. So yeah, there's that. I'm missing my buddy, Tatiana. But I haven't really done much to put this out there. But she would have been on here anyways. So, you all are going to watch me make a tweet. Y'all like that, wouldn't you? Y'all want me to be quiet. Shut up for just a minute. Well, it may not reach that many people, but I am so anyways, y'all, it's just kind of been one of them dudes, one of them there days. Oops. Yep, okay, that's the one. Group. That one. Post. Share. Group. That one. Post. Share. Group. This one I need to write something. Okay. Sorry that took a little longer. Anyways, so I am going to try out a couple of new spreads. And if I have to, I will do an ice reading, but it would be so much better to do it with people, because everything's more fun with people. Whenever you got people, things happen, Anyways, listen to me ramble, or not. I get that one now. I get it. So, anyways, one of the new ones is a what's called a tricycle, and it's. Go on, Christopher. Tell me. It's a simple-looking spread that can offer immense insight into questions that require a quick answer, while not skimming the surface. The spread does not offer an outcome, but rather a narrative that responds to the elements that make up the question. Good for general readings, where the querent could benefit from clearer vision. The querent trying to clear things up, kind of, would be what this is. So, then there's another one by him that I want to. I'm not going to debut it today, or even try to practice on it today. So, yeah. But it's a relationship spread, specifically for relationships. It's a 9-card spread, so that will be interesting in and of itself. So, while I'm waiting on that and you all, I am going to put up the intro screen. Good. And I will be back momentarily. Guys, guys, it works. Oh my gosh. That's about time. I'll just have to go and get the address for it every time, but hey, if it works, it works. Haha! So excited. So freaking excited, guys. Wow. Wow. Well. Okie dokie then. Hello. You all don't even know. I have been fretting over this thing for like 5 days. And I got a regular that comes in that they do the chat, and I don't mind having the chat, and stuff on there. But whenever I go to do my live recordings, record the live reading, I want people to be able to see the chat, and so I mean, it's just, man. And then, if I happen to have audio issues, now I can just do a little and then there it is. Oh my gosh. So excited. Okay. Of course, I'll have to go and get the address for this thing every time, but hey. I'll have to figure out what was wrong with the other address. So, anyways, I'll turn that off for now so that you all can see my pretty face. Oh, I am so relieved or whatever. So let's check the Book of Faces and see if we got any comment on your post. So I do believe that we have a taker. Hello, Evie Joy. Hello, and thank you for joining. How is Evie? Or I think the name is Yvonne. Evie, maybe a little bit better. Is that better? Okay. Well, Evie, I will be more than happy to do a reading for you. Like I said, I got a couple that I am wanting to try and practice on, so you'll have to bear with me. But is the music level and everything, is that okay with you? Is it all good? Okay, good. And are you surviving this blessed mess that we're enduring? Yes, there's a lag in the chat, and then also a lag from. It's kind of a double lag. As soon as you send the chat, it's good, but as it just is a lag, normal lag stuff. I don't know. I'm not a big computer person, so I couldn't tell you. But it's about as good as it gets right now. That's about all I know to say. Well, Evie, what kind of reading would you like done today? Okay. Well, we definitely can take a look and see if we can get a feel for that. Let's do a Celtic cross on that one. That's not one of the ones that I was looking to practice, but the other two wouldn't fit that very well, and I think the Celtic cross is going to be what will be better for your question here. So let's do that. Evie, if I could have you give me 10 numbers from 1 to 78. 10 numbers 1 to 78. Great. Evie, darling, you have 45 in there twice. It's fine. All right. Okay, and Evie, just to let you know, I only read right side up, and I am a note taker. So when I lay the cards out, it will be one of these that I will go through it. I'll take my notes on the cards as to my intuition as to how I feel about the meanings of the cards in accordance to their position. So let me make sure that I have your question right. You're wanting to know about your career path right now, that you don't know exactly what direction to go with that, or what to maybe even expect of it. Is this correct? Oh, whoops. Okay. So the first card is the Ace of Wands. Okay. So So, the first card is the Ace of Wands. It talks about there being a new sense or a new drive of passion. This is in the past position. We're talking about this being something that really what I feel like that this was for you is that the driving factors for you to want to change are creativity and passion for this specific area or genre of work. But there is the second card that I pulled up from here is in the 9 position, which is the hopes and fears. There is a bit of a reluctancy. I feel as though there's a bit of reluctancy to let go. That there's a bit of fear of what will happen if I let go of the present job that I'm in or career that I'm in, or if I let go of whatever may have came with that job. There being maybe some sacrifices, and you're afraid that what those sacrifices may do for you or to you or to others or through others or something like that. But I feel like that there's really no need to be too worried about that as of now, though. But I do feel that there is that just that bit of fear of, what happens if I do. But that is counterbalanced, though. Like I said, that is counterbalanced, though, with that creativity and passion, which has drove you to this place of a new career. Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I have a feeling of. I mean, it's like, am I doing this right? I mean, that's what is. Am I doing this right? Is that really what I need to do? That kind of feeling and emotion. So, but definitely feeling that drive, that passion to move forward. So the next two cards that I read is the present and then helps and hindrances. So, Evie, is this something that you're already kind of like doing on a part-time basis anyways? Like, um, I really don't know how to further example that. Okay. Yeah, because I was kind of getting this this draw toward the next card is the sun. That's this one here. And so when we're talking about the sun, we're talking about one's jobs and career is taking off with fantastic results, which I don't know. I don't know about the whole celebration side of that as much, but I was kind of getting the feeling that this is something that you have been having some luck in going ahead and doing it. anyways. But you're kind of in this in between of, I want to jump more into it, but yet I don't know if I need to, or something like that. The card on top of that, which is the help and hindrances, is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords talks about a hostile work environment, which would be a hindrance, but I mean, depending upon what it is that you're going into, like this right here, with me doing these readings like this, I open up myself to it being a hostile work environment, because it doesn't even have to be the things around. It doesn't even have to be the people around you. You can make it hostile yourself, which there, in going back to card 13, the death, and talking about, that self-doubt and fear, that is hostile. I mean, there's nothing about that is supportive. So just know that having that fear and self-doubt is going to possibly play a role in this. It's not to say to not do it. I can't tell you that, not as of now. But it is just a precaution of trying to take care of yourself. I don't know if is it does it have to do with the, I gotta ask, does it have to do with the metaphysical world, like doing tarot reading or something like that? Or is it something just completely, am I way off there? If I'm way off there, that's fine with me. Well, Reiki here too. So yeah, that's a hazard of the job, that you got to be willing to be like, I hear you, but I need to do this for me. And what I do isn't a reflection upon you. So, that's direction to head in with that. So So the next card, this card here, this is the Wheel of Fortune. What? Hang on. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is in the conscious mind position. So this is what what you know. Okay. So we're talking about as a new fortune could be entering one's career path, but one needs to be open-minded about how it unfolds. One should take the new job. So what I'm seeing here is that you're open-minded, which that's very obvious, very clear. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting into the field. I mean, this takes a special person. It takes somebody that really has the heart to do it. So, knows to be open-minded about how it unfolds. And then on the subconscious mind is the Hanged Man. But now deep down, okay, the subconscious mind, the unconscious thoughts, the subconscious thoughts, you know that you don't need to move too quickly, which is absolutely true. Don't press yourself into this and just jump in, because you present yourself to a situation that that could be dangerous to you. sometimes we want to just jump right into something and without consulting our higher self, and then we end up getting hurt by the situation or whatever, and then in the long run it just wasn't worth it. So this is kind of what your subconscious, your unconscious mind is trying to keep you in awares about, okay? What's that? Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Okay. You're a highly intellectual person, aren't you? Like, did you do good in school? Oh. Well, okay. Yeah, I would figure. And I'm going to guess that this is part of the reason why those around you is saying, why are you doing this? Why is this your path of choice? Because it doesn't make sense as to your intellectual capabilities, or to them it doesn't make sense as to your intellectual capabilities. See, that's so this card here. Haha. Yeah, left to right there, buddy. This card here. This is the Queen of Swords. And what do we associate with swords? Intellectual, intelligence, and so on. And of course, the Queen is going to represent a female personality. May not be a person themselves, but may be a female personality. But so, I mean, it just, whenever that card came up, I was like, okay, I think I see what the issue is here. So that's, yes. And that throws a whole other equation into this whole Five of Swords issue of the hostile work environment. It is family and friends. I mean, it's just, mindsets are seeing is believing. However, I believe things needs to be further reached. Exactly. I'm basically the same way. When I get done with you here, you're more than welcome to go to my channel and subscribe. And I have a video that actually I have put out there, my statements of beliefs and affirmations. And I mean, I felt like that I needed to, and so that's up there. But that's basically what I say. There's stuff that I take into account too, as a physical world, history and science. But then there's just stuff that goes beyond that I'm like, yeah, but then we can also look at this. And I'm just kind of one of those people. So, and then the other card is the Nine of Pentacles. That's talking about self-discipline. That's in the spot of what I use. Thank you. That's in the spot of what I use as kind of the events surrounding this. And yeah, I mean, this is going to take self-discipline. That's for sure. And just kind of staying in that moment and being there as yourself and being there as you and accepting that as for who you are and what you do. Because every day there's going to be something that comes up. I have had a time this week trying to get this live show going, and I finally was like, okay, I'm going to try something, but I need your guidance. And it, could I have said and done something and not said anything about Spirit helping me? Probably. And could it have still worked out? Probably. But at the same time, it just helps with that confidence just enough. But anyways, that self-confidence in that I am doing the right thing. I am doing what I need to do. And, practice and precision in understanding are big key markers for this. So the last two cards, and the first one's not bad. The second one, people want to make bad, but it's not. Swords. So they're both swords. Or, no, excuse me. They're not both swords. One's a wand and one's a sword. So this here is the Six of Wands. It is in the near future position. And then we'll get to this one here in just a second. The Six of Wands is forward progression. So I see that this very well can work out for you. That there really isn't much to worry about it very much, but you still do have to be cautious. Be loving. All right, B. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. And then Evie, the last card is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, you got this guy. He's laying on the ground. He's got the swords in his back and all this. There is something, though, here, and this is what I like about this deck, and I can't remember for sure if it's in any of the other, if it's in Rider-Waite or not, but I want you to look right here. See, just over the horizon, and I know I need to get a better camera for this, and I'm trying to work on it, that's for sure. But just over the horizon is the sunrise. There might be rough road ahead. There might come time that you may feel like you're dogged down, stabbed in the back, traded, or whatever. But remember, at the end of the day, there's that sunrise coming up over the horizon. And there's always going to be a new day. So hold your head up high and move forward. Because the love and peace of the divine has you. It don't matter what anybody else said. This is your journey. Lead into it. Does that clear you up there, Evie? Oh, Don't say that. Well, I hope that this has brought you clarity and strength and peace, and may the divine wrap you and surround you with everlasting light and love. I love it whenever a good reading comes together. Okay, give me about like 30 seconds to a minute, B, and I'll be on. If you're wanting to have a reading, I will be more than happy to do that. I have a link in the description below. Evie, if you want to send me a tip, you can. I'm not gonna, like come and hunt you down if you don't. But whatever you want to give, that'll be fine with me. And I will be back up. I am going to get my mouse. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, Evie. And of course, I'm not charging anything right now with the pandemic going on and people possibly missing out on money and checks and everything. I'm not charging anything. This is just my suggested donation / tip list. Like I said, the link is in the description below. So bear with me just a moment as I go. I'll come right back. Be about 30 seconds to a minute or so. Light and love. Okay. I had to go get a fan, and then I had to go and do something else. And okay. I'm back. So, B, are you still with me? Do I have B here? Hi. I'm just adjusting one of my scenes here. So, how are you, B? Right, okay. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be wigging you out with the going back and forth and stuff. Oh, come on. B, I think you're new to this too. Yes, there's a little bit of a delay. Gotta love software. Oh yeah, no, it's 2 a.m. here as well. I'm on a little later than what I usually am on any given night, but given that I actually have participants tonight, hey, I'll stay up. Anything to get a little bit of action and stuff. Don't forget to subscribe and share and do the little bell notification thingamabob. Smash that and all the fun stuff. Especially if you want to get notifications of when I'm going live. My goal is to go live once to twice a week, but if I can make it every day, at least for a little bit, to come on, and I like to try to get on at least once a day to do Archangel message, and I do those at the beginning of my show. That just gives a little bit extra time for people to build in and whatever, but I gotta have people to build in first. So anyways, but like and share and subscribe and like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. The little thing down here in the corner isn't right. It says Guide of the Light, but it's not. It's Guide of the LIGH1, but whatever. Okay, yeah. Well, welcome to the group. Welcome to learning. I personally am not doing any classes, but I believe I've had 2 or 3 different teachers. That's the one, is it Sal that does that class. Thank you. Yay! Everybody give B a big clap. But yeah, Sal's an awesome teacher. And so I took her class and it was great. But anyways, I don't know, I was drawing a blank there for a second. So are you just popping in to say hello, or what is what you up to? Oh, well, thank you, B. Thank you. I hadn't gotten that notification yet. I'm sure I have, but I just didn't notice it. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, B. Would you like a reading tonight? Or this morning? Or however? And just so you know, any money that I get here on this platform, especially as of right now, I put right back into this show. So that's just a kind of one of those things that I do. Because I'm trying to get the show built up and trying to get my business built up. So Right now, it's kind of a hobby-esque kind of thing for me, slash I'm trying to get into doing it as business too. But I'll tell you, just like I did Evie, I have a video on here that is a video of that states my beliefs and affirmations. I was born and raised conservative Christian. I am currently in a Christian church, but I okay, what about now? Yeah, I don't know what it is. The internet does crazy things around here. Plus, I'm on Wi-Fi, so that isn't good, but that's about all that I can do. So, hey, it is what it is. That's how it's got to be. That's how it's got to be, right? Okay, so this is a spread that I came up with myself. I come from a General Baptist background. I'm now in Christian Church Disciples of Christ, but I still, oh yes, technology. I still hold to teachings in the faith, but not as much the faith in and of itself. So if that makes any sense at all. I hope that makes sense. Actually, what are we reading? B? And in my Archangel readings, I'll get a little Christian-y. I even bring the Bible out sometimes because I just feel like that there's a message there that kind of corresponds, or there may be a message from the Bible that I feel led to give. I know I'm not really trying to use this platform to be preachy, but I am an ordained minister. So, there's that. I know you're probably typing that out right now. What is it that you would like to know? get the numbers. Yes, I did. 11, 1, and 23. Okay. We can see about looking into that. So I'm going to use this new spread. Like I said before, it's one that I devised myself, and it's a it can have multiple uses, so we're going to consult that. That's what was speaking to me earlier. He said 11, 1, 23. So what this spread is you split the deck up. Okay, you make one stack. That's that 1 through 16. The court cards. Okay, so the page through the king of each suit. Then another stack is the major arcana. That's the 1 through 22. Then the other stack is the rest of the minor arcana. And so what this does is it gives kind of it's detailed enough in its thought that it can kind of bring some clarity to a question or a situation. It can give a outcome basis as well. It just kind of depends upon how the cards play off of each other. So each person may kind of read this a little bit differently, but I like the idea of splitting the cards up because you got the court cards, which kind of with the court cards, that's kind of a personality, or that could be a situation. And then the major arcana, that is kind of like the stage of which the question is being asked, or it could be the thought process. And then the minor arcana, the lower 40 of the minor arcana, is kind of that lesson learning card, or that it could also be a future telling card. So not that I tell future, but you get the gist. So with that, I will try to answer that momentarily. Let me get through this first. And so also, I as well read the cards slightly differently. Not differently in their meaning, but I don't go solely off of the card like some intuitives do. I have notes, and I go off those notes. So, yeah, fun. So, let's get started, shall we? And I know you can't see this, but for good old golly's sake, we're going to do it anyways. So the first card is the Knight of Swords. Is this something that you just kind of like, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna get in there. Because, I mean, you kind of get that with the Knight of Swords, is just gung-ho, gonna charge right into it. Well, just like it was kind of a thought of that this is what I want to do, and I just I know you're not like coaching. This is you're going to be going into coaching, right? I believe that's right. Love to know if my coaching career will be successful. I'm just about to get certified. Like, oh, here we go with the internet thing again. Yeah, I mean, it was just like, you were like, I think this is something I want to do, and just, I'm going to do it. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the magician. So whenever we're talking about the magician, we're talking about learning. We're talking about getting into new practices, realizing potential, harnessing willpower, and the energy of the universe. We're also talking about, this being a good time to begin new projects. So, I mean, which is really cool because you are in your learning phase of this. So, I believe that this is probably right where you're meant to be, and if it's not coaching, it's going to be something that is going to be related. There's going to be something there that will get you to a point of what you need to do and where you need to go. I don't see that this is a bad situation. So the last card is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups talks about earning your worth. You value yourself enough to I mean, it looks. Honestly, I think that you're going to be fine with this. I think that that this is a resounding yes, especially with both the Magician and the Nine of Cups. Both of those, if we was going to do a should I take the job or should I not, these are both a yes card. So I would say that you're safe in this profession or in this position. I think that it's going to work out well for you. I don't see anything that would indicate any otherwise. There's, like I said, now I don't have a whole lot more information than that here, but to answer your question, yeah, I think that that moving into that is going to be great. Oh, well, I tell you, I have a feeling you'll be blessed from it. That's for sure. Keep up the good fight, and let your light shine. Don't forget to let that light shine. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, let's see. The reconciling this with the Christian life. So, even as a kid, I had, you're very welcome. I had a bit of an attraction to tarot. I believed that there were people that could receive message from God or the divine, and of course at that time I didn't really understand what all modalities came of it. Whenever I do the tarot thing, especially with in relation to how I reconcile that to otherwise my faith, I always keep in mind for myself is that what purpose do I use this? Do I use it in really trying to be this, I don't know, look at me type of person? Look at what I can do? Or is my goal to help people? And of course, I know, they'll say, "Oh, well, you can help people and not use tarot." Yeah, but the thing is that there is some reconciliation between the tarot and faith, in that there are things in the tarot that come from Christian faith. Now, just like on the reverse of that, though, there are several things in the Christian faith that come from paganism. And to say any otherwise is to do a disservice to Christianity in and of itself. To say that these teachings and these sayings and these festivals or what have you, and even though for the longest time Christians didn't celebrate festivals, well, the first Christians did, but that's a whole different way. But yes, exactly. Hang on. So, I just decided that, like you, I'm gonna accept myself. I'm going to accept that I get these feelings. And I'm going to accept that these feelings come from the divine. Yes, and a disservice to history. Oh gosh, yes. So anyways, I started kind of studying for myself some other ideas. I can't say paths, I can't say religions, because that's not what I did. Actually, I did a lot of soul searching. And what I came down to was finding what I believed and what I could affirm for myself. So the video that I talked about earlier with the affirmations, my beliefs and affirmations video, that really kind of goes into some of it. And so but then I started getting like foundations and a foundation of belief, and it simply was brought down to this: seek justice, show mercy, spread peace, and love unconditionally. For in these 4 pillars, grace is found, with love being key. And whenever I had that was just the breaking point for me in saying, I can't follow this Christian tradition anymore. That there's something deeper than what is written in black and white. So, with that, I call myself a follower of the light. Fellowship. And so that's why I also call myself guide of the light. Because I want to be a guide to people that are people of the light. How more simple can I make it? You know? So I encourage you to go and watch that video. I believe that there will be some okie dokie here. I encourage you to go and watch that video. You know, it appears that my internet is being just absolutely fun. So I'm probably going to get off here. Plus, I don't think I have any more takers. I'm glad you came to the same conclusion, B. I'm glad you did. Well, if this makes it on, because of the internet being very choppy right now, if you're watching the replay, I encourage you. I encourage you to live out a life of love and live it out to the way that betters humanity. Because we only have this life. And this life is what matters. So, I would like to say thank you to the divine, to Great Spirit, and thank you to Evie and B for coming on tonight and sharing with us their gift of light and love. So from from the Seamus clan, to you and yours, blessed be, and good night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can find me on Facebook at Guide of the Light and on Twitter at Guide of the LIGH1. I don't know. Don't ask me. It was a Twitter thing. Anyways, you all take care.